In Colorado Springs, I really think one of the best things from my perspective is the open space and all of the trails that we have that are so accessible um, anywhere on the west side. In fact, I live downtown, and I can leave from my house on a mountain bike and be up on hundreds of trails within 5 minutes. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's the open space that, when people think of city parks, most of the time you think of grass and soccer fields and basketball courts. And we have parks that have that as well, but we have most of our parks, or I guess the most popular parks in Colorado Springs, are the ones that are open space. Like most people have heard of Garden of the Gods. It has to be the greatest city park in the entire world. It should be a national park, the way it looks and the trails and how it's kept up, but it's a city park that's free to everybody. We also have parks that are really similar to that called Palmer Park and Ute Valley Park, Cheyenne Canyon.
Yeah, yeah. And I think the other thing that I love is the weather, the 4 seasons. And, our climate is dry. And so even in the wintertime, often I can jump on my bike, even my road bike in January, or I can put the top down on my convertible and I can still do it. And I know that's not possible in a lot of locations.
Yeah.
And then you can be skiing. I mean, you're a big skier,
Yeah,
you and
you
your
can
family.
skiing, world-class skiing is 2 hours away. But also, it's not unheard of in January for Michelle's husband, Alex, to be out on the golf course on a 50-degree day. 50 degrees sounds cold, but in January, it's hot.
Yeah, and with the sun, it's beautiful. I actually went and tried to live in other places a few times, and I realized when you're used to 300 plus days of sun a year, which is what we have here, it's pretty hard to live anywhere else. We're pretty lucky.
Yeah, and it's relatively mild. It seems like it's gotten hotter over the years. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, but
I
a
think
hot day in
just
Colorado
getting-
Springs is 100 degrees.
Yeah, you're just getting older.
I am.
And I think in the last 5 years or so, I really feel like our restaurant scene has picked up. I think for a long time we really lagged behind Denver and a lot of other cities, but it's really with the influx of people coming in. I just feel like there's more and more options, and we really are getting caught up.
Yeah, you're seeing Colorado Springs is definitely becoming a destination place for people to live. I have tons of friends that live in the Denver area that when I moved back to Colorado Springs from Denver over 20 years ago, they thought I was nuts. And now a few of them have actually moved here, and I know several others who would do it in a heartbeat because the quality of life, the way things have changed. Our downtown is really catered to young professionals as well as families, and we're starting to see lots of apartments and condos starting to pop up. A new stadium, new arena downtown at Colorado College,
The Olympic Museum.
the Olympic Museum. It's kind of endless. And then there's also really cool enclaves like Manitou Springs and Old Colorado City that just are fantastic places.
Yeah, and the last thing I think people are surprised about is the culture that we have here. I'll hear people a lot say, oh gosh, Colorado Springs, there's nothing going on. But we have Colorado College, which is one of the top liberal arts school in the nation. And we have University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, which is the fastest growing campus of University of Colorado. And almost every night there's a play, there's music, there's something. And so if you want to seek something out and you like that, I think our cultural scene has really stepped it up too.